Hey y'all, so today I am at the VA because I need to be here. I've been having a lot of episodes. I've been trying hard to stay calm. And then last week I told my husband that, I ran out of medication, or I'm running out of medications. Well, now I ran out of medication. So we're going to see. I already know what's going to be the outcome. They're going to tell me, oh, I can't see the psychiatrist until like 4 months or whatever. And then they're going to ask me if I'm going to, hurt myself or others. And normally if I say yes, of course they'll send me to Waco. But today I am not feeling that. I don't feel like that bad. So we're going to see what they say or what's going to happen if I... But first, one of the other volunteers, they told us that they're giving out, what did they say? Gloves? Oh yeah, gloves and hats. So, take a look. Yeah, it's cold. And they have water and drinks and stuff. Little snacks. So that's cool that they got this for us. See? Ooh. Okay, I gotta figure. I just want gray. I want to get gray. I want gray. I just want gray. I want gray because gray matches with everything. Ooh, they got the little earmuffs. Cool. And then a little scarf. That is so cool.
You want the gray?
Yeah, I want gray. Wait, is this gray? No, that's not gray. This is gray. Cool. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, they got a sugar. Wait, are these sugar? Okay. Oh, thank you. Look at this. Thank you. This is so cool. I got a present. And I never get presents. Uh-oh. The only presents that I get are socks and chones. For my husband. Okay, so far so good. We checked in, maybe 5 minutes later, they called us up. It's the triage nurse. And then she, I guess, reviewing, my history. And then she was like, oh, you missed some appointments. I was like, yeah, unfortunately I can't really drive by myself. And it's hard for me to get a ride. And, this and this and that. And she was like, oh, okay, no problem. Because I know before... Oh, yeah, and this is a new triage nurse. So she seems pretty nice. But the ones before, they were like, well, you need to be over here. You need to keep your appointment, stuff like that. And I'm like, if I can't make it, I can't make it. So, but then she was like, oh, you could call. And I said, yeah, every time I call, they always switch me over to Temple. And then they got me on hold, and as soon as they put me on hold, I hang up because I can't be on hold for so long. It's like I start going crazy, and then I get mad at everybody. So yeah. So she hooked us up with some direct phone lines, so that was cool of her. And then she was telling us to reschedule or to make a schedule for over here, behavioral health, and in the women's clinic with my primary doctor. And she just got us all squared away. So now we are waiting. I think this is going to be the main wait, is to see the doctor. So let's see how long this takes. Okay, so I am back home. So pretty much the experience that I had at the VA, without saying yes, I feel like I'm gonna harm myself or others, was actually very different. So when I told the clerk that, I need I need my medications to be refilled, and I need to make future appointments. She gave me, like, I guess it's like a walk-in paperwork, and I had to read all the questions like twice, because like I said, they'll word it to where you won't pay attention to the words, and then you'll say yes or you'll say no, and then they're like, okay, we need to admit you in. So but yeah, so I did all the paperwork, and I think we waited for like about 15 minutes because I was eating like my lunch or my breakfast from downstairs, and so I didn't even get a chance to finish eating. And so the nurse got us, and she took my weight, she did my height, did my blood pressure. Everything was good. She said my blood pressure was awesome, and I was like, yay. So then I started talking to her about, what's been going on. Because she was like asking, have you been taking your medicines like every single day? And I was like, no, because I've been running low, and so I've kind of been spreading them out, trying to get them to last longer. And I told her, I was like, I am now officially out of three of my medications. And I took pictures of the pill bottles, so that way she can have the correct information. I'm giving it to her. And then she was so she was telling me, giving me instructions of what to do next, to make appointments to the front office or the front clerk, and then make appointments with my primary care doctor. And so I'm like, okay, go to the front. Okay, go. Because I don't know why. I don't know why I do this now. But when you give me instructions, like, I repeat what you say. I don't know why. Because I've been catching myself lately doing that, and I didn't know I've been doing it. And so I'm really concentrating on her, and I'm like, okay, ask for this. Okay, don't forget to ask for that. And she was giving me so many instructions, so I started I was texting it, like typing it in on my phone on the notes, so that way I can know what I'm doing. And then she looks at me, and she's like, she turns around to Grace, my best friend, and she's like, okay, so this is what I want you to do. And she tells it to her, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Like, that weight was just off my shoulders. I was like, okay, because I was like already stressing out, and I was like, okay, I can't mess up, I can't fuck up. So then we do what she told us to do, make appointments to the front clerk, go to my PCP, right? Primary care, yeah, primary care physician, yeah, and make that appointment and just have everything all situated, and then come back and wait in the waiting room and in the lobby until she comes back and gives me further instructions. And I think we waited, because we went over there like what, around 8, 9, maybe. Yeah, I would say we went in at like around 8:30, and then of course, like what y'all had seen, there's, you know what, I didn't even get the program who was giving out the gloves, hats, scarves out. I didn't even get their program's name. But anywho, thank you for people that donate and gives back, not only to the community, but to also veterans. That was super awesome, because I didn't even have I don't know. I'm used of the weather right now, which is like regular 60, maybe, or 70 degrees over here in Austin. And last night, like, I guess the northern came and it was like fucking cold. And so I didn't have a jacket. I mean, I had my jacket, but I didn't have, gloves and headgear and all that stuff. So so yeah, thank you for people that helps out us veterans. But anywho, so we went to their spot, got what they gave us. And then we went to the cafeteria. The cafeteria in the VA in Austin is, it's a small one, but I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. So, and I'm grateful for that. And I got, my little biscuit and gravy and my little eggs, and then I got me a little mocha frappe. And then we went to we're going to the elevator, because I asked Grace. I said, Grace, do you want to go up the stairs, or do you want to go to... Sorry, that was my husband calling. And then she was like, I want to go on the elevator. That's him calling again. Okay, now I really need to pick up the phone. Hold on. All right, finished talking to him. Let me think. See, now I already forgot what I was saying. I don't know. So anyways, let me see. We're at the VA, got the donations, went to get something to eat. Okay, elevator. So she was like, oh, well, let's just take the elevator, because I don't feel like walking. And I was like, oh my God. So we go on the elevator, and there's already two gentlemen inside the elevator. And there's only two levels, 2 stories. And I said, level 4, please. And he was actually looking, and he started laughing. Man, I cracked myself up. And he was like, oh man, you got me. And I was like, yeah. It was so funny. And he was like, man, I didn't even know they even had a level 4. I was about to say, I was like, what the heck happened? I didn't even know. I guess it was still early for all of us or something. But anywho, so we go to, me and Grace, we were in front, and then the 2 gentlemen, they split. One went this way and the other one continued to go where we're going. And so, if we're still like kind of distant talking, oh man, you got me, and this and that, and I was just laughing about it. And then he would say, man, I thought I was out of the loop of them making new floors. And I was like, man, I wish they made new floors. So then it was so funny. So then we end up going to the same place, and it was, we're going to the behavioral health, and he was like, oh yeah, it sounds about right. and man, Grace was just laughing, and he was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're in the right spot. And I was just laughing. I was like, oh my gosh. So we go to the clerk, check in. He gives us the paperwork. I fill out the paperwork. They come get me. Like I said, not even 15 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever. Go in, talk to her. She gives us instructions. We do the instructions. We wait for her. She comes back. And then she's like, okay, here's your prescriptions. Go downstairs and pick them up. And we go downstairs. The prescription people were like, oh, it'll be about a 30-minute wait. So I was like, all right, that's cool. While we're waiting, there's like a little shopping center, a little shopping cubbyhole, I guess you would say. And there was a lady in there, and she was selling, you know, incense and herbal stuff and everything. And then her and my friend, they were talking. I just wanted to look and just kill time, but then I started feeling a little bit claustrophobic, because then I think there was another gentleman that went in, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait outside. And then Grace finished her transaction, and then she went, sat down next to me, and then we were just kind of chilling out, talking. And then I seen my name on the screen saying prescriptions ready for pickup. And then I was like, okay, well, let's go get it. So by the time everything was all said and done, I think it was like around 11:30 that we finally got out. So 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 3 hours that we did to do all of that. Now, I don't know if people may think, oh, that's a long time, this is that, whatever. To me, like I said, with my experience, it was not long at all. I figured that we were going to stay there until like 2 or 3 o'clock, until the kids got off of school. Because normally, like, whenever I like have really bad allergies, or my hip or my back is like really, really bad, and I have to go to my PCP, my primary care physician, I normally have to wait, like I said, for about a good 6 hours just to be seen. And it's horrible for me to say this, but that's literally the norm. I mean, we get seen eventually, you know, as long as we don't die or have an episode in their waiting room, like, we can still wait. So yeah, like I said, to me, waiting for 3 hours, getting all that done for 3 hours, to me, that was good. And, you know, came home, took you know, the meds that I needed to take for the morning. And then just all day, just try to calm down. I was cleaning up my room, like always. I'm always cleaning up my room. And, you know, making some blocks. So this was what I was working on yesterday, just scraps. That's all I'm working on is scraps. I was also folding some of my daggone materials that I bought on Black Friday, and I have some down here. I don't know if y'all could see or not. Sorry if I'm moving around a lot, but there's some of them already, you know, in that I folded up and everything. And then I fixed up, you know, reorganized my materials, because they were like kind of falling over, you know, like right there, like where the black is at, you know, it has a gap right there. So, you know, I was kind of getting everything together. Moved my baby Jesus out of the way real quick. Like I said, I was working on some scraps, separating some scraps that was in my scrap tote. This is one of my totes that's full of scraps, and I was separating all of my scraps into the little bins that I have, or not bins, the little drawers that I have. God dang it! Come on, dude, work with me. The drawers, the IKEA drawers that I made, and then I, you know, labeled them and stuff, and then of course, you know, I what's that word? Cut up some of the bolt boxes or bolt holders, whatever you want to call them, for, like I said, for the materials, so I can put them up. So yeah, you know, I think I did pretty good yesterday. And then the kids came home, just chilled out. The baby was acting silly, so I just decided to put him to take a nap. And then my other friend, I call her Peggy Poo. Peggy, she came over, took the kids to the Trail of Lights, and you know, and I stayed home with the baby and Mikey, and let me see, what else? Miguel bought some Popeyes, and then Popeyes like screwed us over. They chingled us. They didn't give us our biscuits, and then they overcharged us, and let me see. Yeah, because on the receipt, Popeyes, okay, so like my husband wanted, I think it was like the 16 piece or whatever that it had on there with the 2 sides and the biscuits. And he charged them 2 piece, 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 like that. And that actually is, I think, like $3 or $4 more than the combo. And but I was already frustrated. I told Miguel, you know what, don't even worry about it, just leave it alone. And then, you know, like I said, they forgot the biscuits. So then Miguel had to go all the way back over there, go get the biscuits. And then Miguel says that the guy goes, did you want 8 or 6? And then Miguel goes, I paid for 8. I kind of would like to have 8. Doesn't it come with 8? I'm sure it comes with 8. And he was like, okay. And then just put the 8 and then left. And I was like, why would they ask? Like, they know what we bought. Even with the receipt, it shows it on there, you know, what we purchased. Why would they want to say, do you just want 6? You know, like, do you just want 6 instead? You know, like, don't play. So then, you know, we ate. I got the boys fed. Bella and Abby came home. Peggy was telling us what was going on over there. I really wouldn't mind going to Trail of Lights. I've only been to it one time. To me, that was a horrible mistake because I just got out, you know, like I said, I just got out of Iraq. And to me, I felt like we were like a herd of cattle going through, like all bunched up and just taking little teeny tiny steps like that. And I couldn't look at everything. I was like just focused on Mikey because Mikey was a baby and I had him on my shoulders. And so I was just like this the whole time holding him. And I was like, oh my God. So, but I don't know, maybe this year's too soon for me to go to the Trail of Lights. And then, you know, Peggy told us what was going on, what they did, this and that. And then they came home, got the kids ready to, got them ready to go to bed, you know, did their stuff, go to bed. And that was it. That was pretty much my day yesterday. So, I hope y'all liked my journey and my story. And that's it. So, anyways, I gotta get going because I gotta go downstairs. I need to get the living room all cleaned up, get the Christmas tree up. Like I said, Miguel wants to put that up. And I guess that's it. So, I hope you like. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that other good stuff, what all the YouTubers says. And I will see y'all in the next. Peace.